Ever wonder about the uncanny parallels between the spiritual quests of our ancestors and the cutting-edge discoveries of modern science? Throughout history, ancient wisdom has hinted at realities beyond the tangible, at a cosmos interwoven with threads of consciousness and matter. Encoded in myth and ritual, these teachings have often been dismissed as primitive or superstitious. Yet, as we stand on the precipice of the unknown, as we decipher the quantum fabric of the universe, these holistic ancient insights resonate within the context of contemporary physics. The echoes of the past align with theories of the present, suggesting a profound connection between the spiritual and the scientific. The pursuit of knowledge, it appears, is not a path diverging into the realms of science and spirituality, but a journey into the heart of existence. And as we delve deeper into the quantum fabric of the universe, these ancient insights continue to reverberate in the language of modern physics. Ruminate on the holographic principle, a fascinating concept born out of theoretical physics and the study of black holes. This avant-garde idea proposes that the entire universe, with all its intricate complexity and dimensionality, can be portrayed by information encoded on a two-dimensional boundary. It's as if our three-dimensional world is merely a holographic projection of this foundational layer of reality. This concept resonates with lots of ancient wisdom. Let's take the idea of the Akashic records, suggesting a model where enormous amounts of information, possibly the total sum of all universal events, are stored on a two-dimensional surface. This indicates that the Akashic records, rather than being a concrete library or database, could be more of a fundamental property of the universe, where every event is cataloged within the cosmos itself. Let's further expand upon this by delving into the wisdom of ancient civilizations and their teachings that echo the holographic principle. Ancient Hindu texts, for example, describe the universe as a web, with each point reflecting every other point, hinting at an interconnected reality. Similar to the holographic principle, this ancient philosophy suggests that the whole universe can be found within its smallest components, seemingly encoding information within it. Now journey back in time to the ancient Gnostic teachings and meet the Pleroma, the sum total of divine emanations, a concept that remarkably mirrors the holographic principle. The Gnostic concept of the demiurge, an entity who creates the physical universe perceived as an illusion or a flawed copy of a higher spiritual reality, parallels the idea of our three-dimensional world being a projection of the fundamental two-dimensional layer of reality in the holographic principle. Another example is the Gnostic concept of gnosis, or divine knowledge, which is said to awaken individuals to the illusionary nature of the material world and help them perceive the underlying spiritual reality. This aligns with the revelation that the holographic principle brings about the deeper reality beneath our perceived universe. The ancient Chinese Taoist philosophy also offers insights that parallel the holographic principle. The concept of the Tao, the fundamental reality that underlies and unifies all things, resonates with the notion of a universe that is a projection of a deeper two-dimensional reality. In this light, these ancient spiritual philosophies symbolize a universe where the physical and metaphysical are not separate realms, but intertwined hallucinations of a more profound truth. Ancient cosmologies can thus be viewed not as primitive myths, but as proto-scientific early conceptual models of a holographic universe. These ancient teachings provide us a different perspective, a holistic understanding that bridges the gap between spiritual wisdom and scientific inquiry. The physical and the metaphysical may indeed be projections of a deeper reality, as suggested by both modern science and ancient spirituality. Quantum entanglement, a bewitching phenomenon of modern physics, echoes an ancient spiritual insight. Picture a universe where particles, regardless of their distance, are inherently linked, their states interwoven in a cosmic ballet of harmony. This is not a flight of fancy, but a scientific reality. It's a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement, where particles stay linked irrespective of distance. Place this next to the spiritual concept of oneness, a deep-seated understanding that permeates many ancient traditions. For instance, in Buddhism, there is the concept of interbeing, which teaches that everything interconnects with everything else. In Hindu philosophy, the ancient Vedanta texts speak of Brahman, the ultimate reality or absolute that is beyond time, space, and causation. In Native American spirituality, there's the belief in the Great Spirit, which infuses every part of the universe, signifying oneness. This wisdom suggests that all of existence is bound together, that we are part of a grand cosmic web of life. Ring a bell? Quantum entanglement and the spiritual intuition of oneness both mirror the same fundamental truth, the interconnectedness of the cosmos. It appears that our ancestors in their spiritual journeys intuitively understood what science is only now starting to articulate. Thus we find that the mystical experience of unity has a foundation in the very weave of reality itself. Entropy, a cornerstone of thermodynamics, finds resonance in ancient teachings. This principle, central to our understanding of the universe, speaks to the natural tendency of systems to evolve towards a state of maximum disorder. Intriguingly, this scientific concept has a striking parallel in age-old myths of creation and destruction. Let's take the example of the Norse mythology, which tells the story of Ragnarok, the end of the world and its subsequent rebirth. In this epic saga, the gods and the giants engage in a catastrophic battle to end all battles, leading to the destruction of the universe. But out of this chaos emerges a new world, marking a cycle of decay and renewal. Similarly, in Hindu mythology, there's the concept of pralaya, a dissolution of the universe, where everything is engulfed by cosmic waters, only to be recreated anew. These myths, found in cultures from the ancient Norse to the Hindu, paint a picture of the cosmos as an eternal cycle of birth, decay, and renewal. They reflect an intuitive understanding of the universe in dynamic equilibrium, where order and chaos are but different phases of a never-ending dance. In the same vein, entropy tells us that the universe is in a constant state of flux, driven by processes that strive towards a state of maximum disorder while giving birth to structures of astonishing complexity. Ancient wisdom and modern science both speak to the entropy-driven processes that govern cosmic evolution. The role of the observer in quantum physics challenges our understanding of consciousness and reality. This notion, seemingly plucked straight from a science fiction novel, is in fact grounded in the rigorous world of quantum mechanics. When we dive into the subatomic realm, we encounter a curious phenomenon, the observer effect. This suggests that the mere act of observation can collapse a quantum wave function into a particle, fundamentally altering the nature of reality itself. This concept, mind-bending as it may be, has a surprising counterpart in ancient spiritual teachings. For instance, Hindu philosophy espouses the concept of Maya, the illusion of a separate self, and Buddhism's concept of sunyata, or emptiness, both propose that reality is subjective, shaped by our perceptions. Similarly, Taoism advocates the idea wei wu wei, or action through non-action, suggesting that natural phenomena occur because of intrinsic properties of the universe, closely resembling the observer effect in quantum physics, or the Kabbalic notion of the creative power of speech. Let there be light, where words manifest reality. Many traditions emphasize the power of intention and observation, suggesting that consciousness can shape the world around us. Practices such as meditation, visualization, and manifestation all hinge on this idea, hinting at an intuitive understanding of the observer effect long before the advent of quantum physics. Consciousness may indeed play a fundamental role in the fabric of the universe, as suggested by both ancient spirituality and modern science. Robert Lanza's Biocentrism theorizes life and the universe as intertwined elements, a viewpoint that weaves a tapestry of understanding that mirrors the animistic traditions of many indigenous societies. This enriching perspective, which resonates with the Mayan worldview of a living cosmos, places life and consciousness not as accidental offspring of an indifferent universe, but as pivotal cogs in its grand design. Lanza's groundbreaking work breathes life into the notion that consciousness, or life itself, may be woven into the very fabric of reality, a theory that harmonizes with some readings of quantum mechanics. Synonymous with this concept are Heisenberg's uncertainty principle and the double-slit experiment, a pair of quantum phenomena that become less enigmatic through the prism of biocentrism. The uncertainty principle, which articulates the limits of our observational capacity, and the double-slit experiment, which reveals the duality of light and matter, together paint a picture of reality as multifaceted and only becoming definite when observed. When we look at these quantum phenomena through the lens of biocentrism, we begin to perceive a universe deeply embedded with life and consciousness. The central place that Lanza occupies in these discussions, and his substantial contributions to the field, Despite the mix of enthusiasm and skepticism his theories generate, underscore the importance of his ideas in our collective quest to understand the confluence of consciousness, life, and the fabric of reality. As we continue our exploration, we'll observe how this viewpoint can meld our understanding of science and spirituality, and maybe even unravel fresh insights into the enigmas of existence. Brief pause. Our exploration reveals that the gap between ancient spirituality and modern science is not as wide as previously thought. As we've journeyed through the holographic universe and the concept of the Pleroma, we've seen that the physical and metaphysical may indeed be projections of a deeper reality. Quantum entanglement has given us a scientific foothold in the ancient spiritual intuition of oneness, showing us that interconnectedness is woven into the very fabric of existence. The principle of entropy has echoed ancient teachings on the cyclical nature of creation and destruction, while the role of the quantum observer has challenged our understanding of consciousness and reality, suggesting that perhaps our intention and observation play a more fundamental role in the universe than we had ever imagined. This synthesis of science and spirituality, of ancient wisdom and modern understanding, opens new avenues for exploration. It reveals a profound wisdom about the nature of reality, showing us that the mysteries of existence may be closer to our grasp than we ever thought possible.